While jurors sat in stunned silence watching alleged abuse play out on screen, Sean Diddy Combs danced. Literally. Let's talk about what that reaction tells us, not just about him, but about power, denial, and the disturbing psychology behind coercive control. Welcome to Revealing the Crime, where we explore true crime manipulation tactics and the psychology behind criminal behavior, especially cluster B traits. This channel is for discussion and education and not diagnosis. Viewer discretion is advised, as some topics may be disturbing. Let's uncover the truth one case at a time. This article stunned me. It was published a few days ago, and I just had to make a video about it. The article is titled P. Diddy Caught Dancing as Jury Watches Shocking Freak-Off Video. During his ongoing trial, last night rapper P. Diddy was spotted dancing in court to freak off music as the jury watched yet another disturbing video. Sean Diddy Combs found some enjoyment in court while the jury watched a disturbing new video. The rapper is in the middle of his high-profile trial where Kanye West made an appearance and Cassie's texts were revealed. As new photos release and videos resurface, the trial continues with more footage for the jury to examine in efforts to make an educated verdict on the rapper's fate. The latest clip shown in court on Monday morning included music that seemed to get a reaction from Diddy. Shockingly, his next move was a positive one. While the jury was shown a series of videos from freak-off parties that occurred between 2021 and 2022, the rapper was reportedly spotted bopping his head to the beat of the background music. According to the Daily Mail, Diddy first turned his head to get a glimpse of the video being seen. Once he saw the screen, he put on his glasses and headphones to listen once it started. Before we continue, I really want to put emphasis on this word freak off. We've heard it so many times, but I think because of that, we're a little bit desensitized to what it means. It sounds casual or even comedic, but in this context, it refers to a highly orchestrated, exploitive sexual events that involve coercion, manipulation, and potentially minors or vulnerable adults. These parties weren't just wild celebrity gatherings. They are allegedly scenes of systemic abuse with lasting trauma. And what Diddy did in court, calmly watching the footage, putting on glasses to see better, then headphones to hear more clearly, bopping his head to the music, that isn't just odd. It suggests he wanted to be present for that moment, not reluctantly, but actively, as if he were settling in to enjoy it. This isn't the behavior of someone ashamed, afraid, or even emotionally overwhelmed. It's the behavior of someone who sees the footage not as evidence of abuse, but as a highlight reel from a time when he felt in control, admired, and powerful. This type of behavior falls under dark patterns that are seen in cluster B personalities, especially narcissistic and antisocial types. Cluster B is a category of personality disorders that is characterized by dramatic, emotional, or erratic behavior. People with these disorders often struggle with empathy, emotional regulation, and interpersonal boundaries. There are 4 personality disorders within cluster B, including narcissistic, antisocial, borderline, and histrionic. I'm going to talk about a couple of traits associated with both narcissistic and antisocial personality disorder with regards to Diddy's behavior. Narcissistic personality disorder is marked by grandiosity, a need for admiration, and a lack of empathy. And antisocial personality disorder, which includes sociopathy and psychopathy, is categorized by disregard for others' rights, deceitfulness, impulsivity, and often criminal or exploitative behavior. The next 3 things I'm going to show you are the 3 narcissistic traits I see. The first is grandiose self-image. He may view these parties as achievements, moments that made him feel untouchable, celebrated, in control of everyone in the room. There's a lack of empathy. He's not connected with the suffering depicted. Instead, he's more connected with his own status at the time. And finally, there's a need for validation. For someone with narcissistic traits, Validation doesn't always mean applause. It can come from remembering how completely they once controlled the room. Even in court, where most people would feel humiliated, he might be experiencing a twisted sense of pride. He might be thinking to himself, everyone is watching me again. These videos are proof of how powerful I was. I orchestrated this and they're still talking about me. That's not shame. That's a psychological reward loop. And it's one reason why narcissists with sadistic tendencies may rewatch or revisit their own abusive actions. The next three are the antisocial traits I see. The first is pleasure in power and domination. The footage may represent power, how far he could go, and what he could make others do. It shows emotional callousness. Watching victims on screen and still feeling good signals a profound emotional void or detachment from human suffering. And finally, this is like trophy behavior. Like serial offenders who keep objects from victims, he's mentally keeping the memory and reconsuming it for his own gratification. In trials involving coercive control or abuse, defendants often show either affective flatness, which is no visible emotion, or inappropriate affect, meaning they're laughing, smiling, enjoying themselves during serious moments. This matters because the public and jurors often interpret authentic remorse through visible emotional regulation, like sadness, seriousness, and even anxiety. By dancing or smiling, Diddy is sending the message, this doesn't affect me. That can backfire with jurors, especially in these types of trials where human suffering is central to the prosecution's case. I'm curious to know what you all think about this. Please drop it in the comments. If you enjoyed this video and you're looking for a meaningful way to support something beyond the screen, I'd love for you to consider making a donation to the National Domestic Violence Hotline in lieu of super chats and super stickers. They provide 24/7 support and resources for people in unsafe or overwhelming situations, whether that's emotional, physical, or just hard to name. Their information is on the screen should you need to reach out to them, and you'll find a link to donate in the description. Every little bit helps and it means a lot. If this video was interesting to you, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you'll know every time I drop a new video. I want to thank you so much for listening and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.